Okay, good morning everyone. How are we doing? Trust we all have a great night. So today, family, I just want to show us guys the pairs that I'll be looking forward to today. And you know, probably we got to take advantage of them, right? So without really wasting much of our time, family, let's go. I don't want to make this section so long, so I don't really want to waste much time as well. So let's get started, family. So as we all know, family, if you're looking to plan our trade, probably look at the overall buyers of the market or from the bigger time frame, right? Look at the overall buyers of the market or from the daily time frame or weekly time frame. It depends on where you feel like starting up your analysis or from looking at the higher time frame buyers. Basically for me, I pay attention to the daily time frame, then I'll look at the 1 hour time frame where I should have my own trading idea. So off from this daily time frame, family, and what can we probably see? What can we probably see off from this daily time frame? We can see that market is really trading bullish, right? You can see a higher high, a higher low, a higher high, right? And we have created a new higher high. Like, I'm so sorry for what I just did, family. I did not even mention the pair that I'm about to have a trading idea on. So probably sorry for that. Probably the pair that I will be looking forward to today to have a trading idea is GBPJPY and CADJPY. Those are the pairs that I will be showing us guys what I'm looking forward to. Right, so let's go, family. So off from the daily time frame, we can see that market has broken this high, right? And probably what's happening, family, they are retracing back to create a new higher low in order for price to continue going higher, right? So off from this daily time frame, where are we looking for mitigation, right? Where are we looking for mitigation? Where are we probably looking at price should come back and mitigate off from the daily time frame, then we'll start buying up, right? So probably looking at the daily time frame point of interest, family, this is where I'm so interested on seeing price coming back for mitigation. This order block, you can see I measured the 50% of this order block. This is the 50% of this order block. And why I'm also looking at this order block is because if you look at this area here, you will see that there is a liquidity that was sitting. There is a liquidity that is sitting there, right? There is a liquidity that is sitting here. So probably they might come back and capture this liquidity and start buying up, right? And also I'm looking at this, I'm having like two major POI on this particular trade idea off from the daily time frame, right? Off from the daily time frame, and I'm looking at this candle also. I'm looking at this candle right here, this institutional candle. So, and while I'm probably looking at this candle, you can see that this is the candle that leads to this impulse move, that leads to this break of structure, and that candle has not been yet mitigated. And at the same time, I can probably see some kind of weak rejection right from there. So even though they did not really come back for this, they might come back for this week for mitigation. So I'm just gonna mark out from this low, because I'm very sure that this is the 50% of this candle. So I'm just gonna keep it this way. So as we all know, like, we smart money traders, we are researchers, right? We are researchers. So I'm not just gonna pay attention to this area, just if price just tapping, then I start buying. Probably what I will do is move down to my lower time frame, refine this order block on the 1 hour time frame, and probably wait to see price tracing back to that 1 hour time frame key level, then breaking structure, then I take my buy, right? So that is what I will be doing right now before diving deeper on what I'm really looking at on today, right? So I'm just gonna refine those area. I'm just gonna refine those area on the lower time frame, so that we just pay attention to those areas, so that whenever we see price we trace back to those areas, we can probably wait for a lower time frame break of structure, right? So let's do that. Let's do that, family. So let's look at this 1 hour time frame. So off from this 1 hour time frame, family, let's just take a look at what price did here. Let's take a look at what price did here, family. So market was probably trading high, low, high, low, right? This was where the market broke structure up from, right? After this mitigation of this candle, market broke structure, and probably if you would be, if you would be present on this trading information, probably you will target this candle, right? You look at this institutional candle for mitigation, right? Because they took out liquidity right from here, right? They took out liquidity, they took out sellers all from here. They took out sellers. There are sellers here, sellers here, sellers here, right? After they took out all those people, then what happened? They buy, right? They broke structure. So probably you just say to yourself that this is the candle that I'll be looking for targeting. You play the 50%, your stop loss below, and what can we see, family? They did not come back for this candle. They left this candle unmitigated, right? They left this candle unmitigated. So there is a high probability that price will get back here, right? We're gonna see price getting back here, and in order for us to confirm this order block, a valid one, probably we'll wait for a lower time frame confirmation, right? We'll wait for this 1 hour time frame to give us something like this. Just give us an example of what I'm trying to tell us. Lower low, lower high, lower low. Once they tap in this zone, we're gonna see something like this, then we can take the buy, right? So that is what we are anticipating. So we're not just gonna take our buy right from this order block. We probably have to wait for a break or structure first before we take the buy. So looking at this, our second order block on the daily time frame, we can see that there's still the same price action information that we spotted on our first order block, right from here, our first POI. You can see that there is a very, very nice order block that we can also take advantage of, right? That has not been yet mitigated and price push higher. So let's look at structure: lower low, lower high, lower low, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. Then what happened? Broke structure. Immediately you saw this break of structure, you will target this candle right from here, because probably this candle also grabbed liquidity. Look at it. They grab liquidity, right? But price fails to trace back to this candle, and what can we see? Market buy up very, very massively, very, very massively. So I'm just gonna pay attention to this area. And probably wait to see if price get back there. I want to see a lower time frame confirmation. I really want to see a lower time frame confirmation to confirm that the price will be turning back up from the daily time frame, start giving us a new higher high, right? So this is what I'm basically looking at on the daily time frame, family. And I'm not changing any trading idea till I see this played out, right? It's either they respect those POI or they did not respect. All I need us to know is that I just observe the masses and do the opposite. And also I'm just paying attention to what price action is telling me, right? Just paying attention to what price action is telling me. So I'm not the person that controls this market. Like I said, I just observe the masses and do the opposite, right? So rise from here, price has not yet mitigated our point of interest. So I was just gonna wait for price to get back here, or get back here for our mitigation before started looking to buy up. Probably with our multiple time frame, with our understanding of multiple time frame analysis, we understand that if price is on the bullish trend or from the higher time frame, and they are giving us a new higher low, probably on the 1 hour time frame, we'll be seeing a form of structure, right? Series of lower lows and lower highs, since market is giving us a new higher low. So let's quickly go to the 1 hour time frame, so you can just see what I'm looking at on the 1 hour time frame. So this is the 1 hour time frame. Like I told us, guys, we'll be seeing a series of lower lows and lower highs, which price is really giving us a very, very clear structure, right? So look at it. We have low, high, low, and high, right? and what happened, you can see a new lower low that has been formed. Right, you can see a new lower low that has been formed. So what are we looking forward to right now? Just look at to draw our range, because this is the new lower high, this is the new lower low. There was a break below of this new previous lower low by the body of the candle, right? So where are we to draw our trading range from this swing high to this swing low? This is where I'm looking to have my trading idea for today, family. This is where I'm looking to have my trading idea for today. So broke structure, boom, break structure, boom, right? What a BMS, right from there. What a BMS, because price closed below this previous lower low by the body of the candle. So where are we looking for mitigation? First of all, you're going to look at areas of liquidity rise, and looking at this price action here, we can see that there is a lot of price action balance. There is no any liquidity. The only thing that we can see is just an order block, right? Order block that we can look at for targeting, family. So where am I looking to see price retracing back before I take my entry? This is where I'm probably anticipating that price should retrace back to where for me to sell down, right? This is where I'm really anticipating, family. This is where I'm anticipating, because looking forward to this area, there's an imbalance that is sitting here. There's an institutional candle. So I'm just going to look at the 15 minutes time frame or the 5 minutes time frame to check whether there was a liquidity swap right from here. Probably there will be, right? There will be a liquidity swap right from here. Yep, I told us there must be a liquidity swap, and right from here I'm just going to refine my lower time frame key level. So right from here, liquidity was taken, right? Capture liquidity right from here, because if we can see that it was a little manipulation right from here. Did I say they want to sell down right from here, right? You can see this bearish candle. It is very clean, right? It's very clean. They did as if they want to sell down. Then what probably happened? You can see how it took out everybody that was buying. Then what happened? They sold down, broke structure. So after they broke structure, this was the low that they captured. Where is the last candle that leads to this break of structure, family? Probably looking at this price action information here, we can see that there is a kind of form of liquidity captured here also before the impulse move to the downside, right? The captured liquidity, look at it, liquidity, there are sellers here, what happened? They would take out everybody that was selling right from here by this, right? So I'm just gonna look at this area, this whole area, as my 5 minutes time frame POR, where I would really love to see price coming back to that zone, breaking structure on the same 5 minutes time frame, then I take my entry. So I'm not just gonna take my entry right from this order block. No, I don't trade that way. I probably wait for confirmation first before taking my trade. So I'm just gonna exercise patience, watch price, retrace back to this zone. Let me take us back to the 1 minute time, 1 hour's time frame. I'm just gonna wait for price. What am I doing? Okay, let it just be like that. I'm just gonna wait for price to get back here. That's patience, right? I'm just gonna have patience, right? I'm just gonna exercise that patience to see price coming back to this zone. Once they mitigate this zone, I'm just gonna wait for 5 minute or 3 minute break of structure. Then I shoot the market down. So let me just give us a good example. Break structure, retest. That's what I'm really anticipating, family. That is what I'm really anticipating on what GBPJPY. So I'm very sure that you can see how simple it is, right? And I'm very sure that we have understand what I'm doing right here. And also I believe that we have gotten the general bias of the market or from the daily time frame. So probably if you want to swing this trade, if you want to swing this trade, you can probably wait for this daily order block to be mitigated, break structure on the same 1 hour's time frame, then you find your entry on the 5 minutes time frame. Then you can hold this trade for long, like price. You can hold this trade for some couple of days, weeks, right, in order for price to break this daily higher high. So that is how I trade, family. That is how I trade. So let me take us to CADJPY. So off from GBPJPY, this is my trading idea, family. This is my trading idea. So let me take us to CADJPY. The same thing, the same thing on CADJPY. I want to let us guys know about one thing, what I don't do in this market that a lot of traders do, right? There's a lot of traders out there that probably you can see them doing a buy to sell, sell to buy. Trust me, family, I don't do all such things, right? I prefer going with the structure of the market, right? If you're in the bearish trend, I want to sell. If you're in the bullish trend, I want to buy. So if you understand time frame correlations, pair correlations, understand that whatever that CADJPY is doing will be the same thing that GBP will be doing, right? So I don't really need to go back to our daily time frame. I'm just going to show us guys what I'm basically anticipating on this pair also. So probably this is our trading range structure, lower low, right? We have a lower low, lower high, lower low, and new lower high right from here, right? So where are we looking at to see mitigation? Probably I'm looking at this as a liquidity captured, but it is not really clear, so I'm not gonna stress it. I probably trade what I see. I don't guess. I don't do a guess thing, right? I don't do a guess thing. I probably trade what I see, family. I trade what I see. So where am I looking for mitigation, family? I'm probably looking at this last candle up here. I love that area. I love this area. I'm looking at this candle for mitigation. So what am I gonna do, right? There's no any liquidity. There's no any liquidity that is being formed. And just see price just sold down massively, broke this previous lower low, created a new lower low. Probably I want to see a new lower high and also a new lower low, right? Something like this, till daily time frame mitigated, right? So that is what we are really anticipating. So we're just gonna refine our this order block on the 5 minutes time frame. Let's see what basically happened on the 5 minutes time frame. So let's just like this. We have a lower low, the higher low, market broke structure right from here, right? And probably this candle mitigated this order block. So where is the candle that they left unmitigated? I am so interested on this candle. Because I was really, if I will be active on this trade, probably I will wait for this retracement to come and mitigate all this order block. And we can see that this order block captured liquidity, mitigate all this one, and gave this impulse move to the downside. So probably they failed to come back and mitigate that candle. So I would just love to see price coming back here. I would just love to see price coming back right from here, breaking structure on the lower time frame, just like the way I explained GBPJPY. The same thing. I just love to see price tracing back to that area, breaking structure on the lower time frame, and I take my sell, right? No break of structure, no entry. That is how we do, family. That is how we do. We did not see that smaller time frame break of structure. Trust me, I'm not going into the trade, no matter the hours of waiting. I just trade my rules and what I have tell myself to do, right? So I don't allow the market to control me. That is just one thing I just love about myself. I don't allow the market to control me. I control myself, and I just do what I ask myself to do. Right? I do what. So this is our PI. I do what I ask myself to do. So let me first of all, let me measure the 50%. Let me look at this area key level. Let me bring out our fib level to see how this area will look very nice, with our numbers of fib levels. So you can see that this area here, it's very cool. It's really aligned with our 88.6 fib level, which is a very nice discount price. And also looking at this area, this smart money cube that is seated here, right? And I'm so my eyes just saw this family, like I just fell for this zone now, because there is a kind of little imbalance that is sitting right here. So trust me, family, I'm just gonna mark it out. And it's really aligning with my 786. Very nice area. I love this area. I love this area. So I'm just gonna mark out that area. Let me look at it at the 5 minutes time frame. Can we see that? Can we just see that? Very nice, right? Very nice. very nice. So kind of high probability. And look at how that lower time frame, 5 minutes time frame key level, is really aligning with the 786. So it's very high probable, family. Like there's a high probability that price might retrace back to this zone and just give us a lower time frame break or structure. They will take our sell, right? They will take our sell. So this is a family. This is what I'm basically looking at on those two pairs, family. Looking for sell, GBPJPY, sell, CADJPY, sell. So what are we up to right now, family? Patience, right? We're just gonna exercise patience, wait for all those trading ideas to play out, then we make money. There is nothing difficult like in trading. You don't need to like stress it, family. You don't really need to stress it. You just need to just keep it simple, just like the way I did. I've finished marking out my chart. How many minutes does it take us to mark out those two pairs? Doesn't take that much time. So the only thing that I should be waiting now is just looking at price, observing to see how price will be coming back to this zone, breaking structure and sell down. Or if they do not respect this zone, which is this other block, we'll look forward to this area, right? And if they broke structure to the upside, probably I'm not gonna tell us guys what I will be looking at for now, but I'm still seeing a trading idea up from this upside, right? Because there's a kind of something that I call inducement, right? Something that I call inducement. You can see this, right? And you can see this. I just break it down to one family. Right? So it's just what it is, family. So we're just gonna have that patience. We're just gonna have that patience to see price coming back to those zones where I lighted, and just wait for a lower time frame confirmation, take our sell. That is how we do it, family. So cheers, man.